Hi everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's a beautiful sunny day. I am here to talk about the power of words. And as I'm sure most of us, well, I hope most of us know, the power of a kind word and the impact it can have on someone's life. Especially if they're in a moment that they really need the help, the support. You can really talk them off a ledge. You can uplift them. You can give them a new outlook on life. You can change someone's life just by some kind words. There's fast food language, and then there's caviar language. And then there's hurtful, harmful words that can really do damage. And it's said sometimes out of anger or defensiveness or sadness or even hopelessness. And we regret it. We can regret it later. And once you release that word, it's hard to take it back. It's like throwing a stone in the water. So really, it's good to be mindful and maybe restrain ourselves and maybe take a moment to calm down before we speak, think before we speak. And the highest form of intelligence is emotional intelligence. Having empathy for others, to be able to step into their shoes. And without allowing it to weigh you down in the same notion. I'm sure we all know and can agree that words at times can be very powerful. For instance, let's just say two people are getting married in a church. They're saying their vows in front of a priest. And these are powerful words. I vow to commit. I be with you in sickness and health. These are like words that really ground this relationship, ground this love. Then there's, times when there might be someone in a courtroom. Their hand is on the Bible. They're under oath, swearing to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. I want you to think really deeply about what I'm about to say. Deeply and strongly, and hopefully it opens your mind to how powerful words are, and that maybe it'll give you a pause at some point in your life when you are about to say something negative, even about yourself. Our breath is our life force. Without our breath, we wouldn't be alive. Our breath has an energy, an essence. It carries our life. It carries our essence of who we are. And once it's released and emitted out into the universe, it's heard, it's felt. And if you believe in law of attraction and like attracts like, and what goes around comes around, it's like a boomerang. It will come back to you. That's how powerful our words are. And we speak negative about ourselves, about life. We complain. Oh, life is no good. Life is hopeless. Nothing ever works out for me. Nothing will ever work out for me. I hate this. If you truly got what I just said about our breath and the energy it carries and how powerful our life force is, I don't think you would truly speak negative if you just allowed yourself to pause. We're human. We will have these times. We will have anger. We're going to feel emotions. But the more that you do the pause and the more you think and remember how powerful your word is and that the universe is listening, the divine is listening, and the impact it can have on others, that you will stop and think. Be careful what you say because you are manifesting your life. Be careful what you say because your words can really uplift another or really hurt another. Like I said before in another video, meditation, has really helped me to stay grounded and centered and calm And if you really can get into that routine, you will feel a difference. You will. You will be less easy to anger, less easy to irritate. You will let a lot of stuff that even other people say to you that are negative, hurtful, harmful, bounce right off of you. You will get better at it, just like everything in life. The more you do it, the better you get. The more you practice it, the more you become a pro at it. And a lot of the time, us humans, we live in our egos. Who's smarter? Who's better? Who can get the upper hand? Who can get the last word? And we're all guilty of that. But the ego is full of fear, full of doubt. It's not about who's right anymore. It's not about who gets the last word anymore. It's not about who's smarter. Education, yes, it's a great thing. It educates us. It can help us make calculated decisions in our life. Land a great career, absolutely. Again, intelligence is really all about emotional intelligence, because you can be educated, you can be very intelligent, you can have a million credentials, but are you emotional intelligent? Emotionally intelligent? Can you sit with someone and really hear them out, know what to say, when to say, or even just listen to them and encourage them to speak better? Can you really put yourself in someone else's shoes without judgment? And can you really take yourself out of the equation just for a moment? Maybe even sit with a homeless person and give them some hope by some words and some time and some attention. Even if they put themselves there. Yes, they put themselves there. But we've all fell down. We've all had our weak moments. We've all been down. Nobody's perfect. We just have to not stay there. Yeah. And if you really get into manifesting and law of attraction and spirituality, the more positive you speak, you realize your words are casting spells. Your words are creating your reality. And you start to see it. If you could just put it to the test, put it to the test. Start speaking more positive. Start speaking even words of magic. Start chanting words of magic. Be playful, be fun, be like you were when you were a little girl and little boy. Believe in magic, believe anything is possible, because anything is possible. Tap into that inner child. Just do that. Do it for even 3 or 4 days straight. Stop yourself, because we're on an autopilot. We're so used to speaking negative. It's just natural. And just watch what happens if you just take 3 or 4 days and consistently speaks positive, consistently catch yourself if you're about to say something negative about yourself, about life, about others, judging others, whatever. And watch what will happen if you really commit to that. You will see positive results. You will feel positive. You will be proud of yourself. You will feel good within yourself. And let's face it, this feeling of control over ourselves, this, pause, this feeling of I can choose to speak better rather than just being out of control, letting whatever you want fly out of your mouth. That feeling is empowering, and we have that capability. Kind words can do so much for people, really can help others, and that's what we're here for. It's not about achieving riches and wealth. Yeah, that's great. We all want that. It's really about helping others, being of service to others without draining yourself, doing it from a full cup. It's about spreading love, being of love, speaking love. The more you give, the more you'll receive in return anyways, naturally. Just as a natural process of life, natural process of energy. Look at nature. Just take a look around. Sit for a moment. Take a look around. Look at nature. It gives so much without expectation. And it goes through its seasons, and things die and come back to life, and it's dying and rebirth. I mean, if you really have a moment to take a look around, there's so much if you just look deeper at things. It's beautiful. And we do live in a beautiful world. See the beauty. Be the beauty. Give the beauty. Speak the beauty. Know the power of your speech. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. Wishing everyone the best and wishing everyone love, light, and magic. And that I've hoped that these words stick with you, and in your moments when you're about to speak something that you know you probably shouldn't, or you're not being compassionate, that this message, this video will come back to you and you will pause and you will speak kindly about yourself, about others, and to others. Wishing you all the best on this beautiful day. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.